Hey everyone, it's me, Infatheline. This is a different video. No scripts, no editing, just me yapping. And it's almost 3 in the morning, and I can't sleep. So I thought, hey, I'll just start recording a audio diary, and if it's good enough to post, maybe I'll post it. Maybe y'all can hear some of the inner machinations of my brain. It's pretty crazy to me that I am like that I have like an audience now. Like honestly, it's so weird. I used to wake up in the middle of the night and come to my computer and record these little audio diaries because I always felt like I was alone. I always felt like I was isolated, and it was sort of like a way to scream into the void. But now people are actually listening. And it's so weird. Because I've been making YouTube videos since I was 10. And nobody ever watched them. They weren't good. But it was just this ravenous passion that I had. I remember the day that I discovered YouTube. I was like 7. Maybe no, I wasn't 7. I was like 9 years old. And it was like right before my 10th birthday. And some friends came over and they were like, check out this website, and they showed me all these like cool Lego animation videos, and I knew from that instant that that's what I wanted to do. It's not my only passion, but I see this opportunity in front of me and I feel that I need to seize it like right now. So I'm doing everything that I can to seize it. It's been weird. It's been a privilege, honestly. We're coming up on 10,000 subscribers, and I really never thought that I would get there. And I'm so fucking grateful. You have no idea. In other news, I've been feeling different lately. I adjusted my meds. I stopped taking one of my meds, and it felt like I kind of woke up a little bit from my like depressive episode, and I think that I haven't felt this way for a long time. It's like a sense of confidence and self-assuredness and all that crap. But it's like having that part of me, one of those parts of me that I talked about in one of my videos that got detached because of structural dissociation. Is back integrated with me now, and it feels weird because I remember like 2 years ago this all came to a head where I just started dissociating like crazy, and I would have these like pseudo seizures, and it was like a trigger for a switch between like one part and the other. So it wasn't like I blacked out or anything. It was just like I switched gears, like quite literally. And now that me is integrated with this me now, and it's weird because I feel myself shifting back and forth between the two different versions of me all the time, and it's still hard to keep up the memory between them, but there isn't headaches, there isn't dissociation, there isn't whatever, it's like they're integrating. And all that started when I stopped taking my med. When I stopped taking that one specific med, and I don't know why. But it's weird. And it's cool. Because it feels like that part of me can now carry the other part. And the other part, the two parts that I'm talking about, one of them is very depressed and very dysphoric, holds a lot of dysphoria, and that's me, or that was me. And now this other part who's very confident and self-assured and is proud to be trans and all that shit is here too. And that part is trying to pull the other part along. But tonight, I don't know, I just got into this mood. I'm making a video right now about how I'm coming to this realization that being trans isn't a curse, it's actually a gift. For various reasons. It's been a journey to get here, but I still feel that weight in my chest and in my heart. It still feels like I'm on borrowed time. Because I know that at any day, the HRT could get taken away from me. The privileges of being able to transition could get taken away from me. And then where would I be? I don't know, but it's so scary to think about. And I felt so dehumanized for so long that it still hits me, and it's hit me tonight. You know, that feeling of not being human, of not being worthy of love and acceptance and integration with the world. But I know that it's not true. I know that I do deserve those things. But it's such a different thing to know that and to feel something so different. And you know, the thing I really can't understand is why other people would want to make someone else feel that way. You know? I'm not really affected by it. I think it's just kind of annoying. But which is why I don't respond to the comments, the hate comments. I just delete them because I used to respond to them, but it just doesn't work. And you can't convince people who don't want to be convinced, and I don't even know these people, so why should I care? You know, but I do. Maybe. Part of me does. I can't understand them. You know, these people that say, oh, you should join the 41%, or trans is a mental illness. They say trans. Can I like say for a second, why do cis people say trans like it's a noun? It's not a noun, it's an adjective. It's so annoying. It's like calling out a gay person a gay. It doesn't make any sense to me, and to me it's just like further evidence to the fact that a lot of cis people like to dehumanize trans people. Even the ones that I used to work with people who knew that I was trans, and I live in a pretty I live in a conservative state in America, and what's interesting is that people have such a cognitive dissonance that they'll see you and they'll be interpersonally supportive of you, but still politically vote for people who like literally want you dead. And this logic seeps into their language too. I remember I had a conversation with one of my coworkers who saw me as a woman, who used the right pronouns for me, who used my name. And then she was talking about how like, oh, the government is putting all the trans people in the right prisons now. And I'm like, what? Where does that dissonance come from? I don't know. I've been struggling so much with trying to accept humanity for what it is, you know. As a kid, I had much bigger standards for adults than I do now, and I think that all people kind of do, you know. Um, like when you're a kid, you kind of see adults as like these divine leaders who can never be wrong, and if they are wrong, they're doing it on purpose. But the truth is that people are just reactive, you know. We're not thinking creatures that can feel, we're feeling creatures that can think. We tend to react first and think second. And when the thinking happens, it's usually to justify the feeling. There's no actual logic in it, it's just like self-indulgence, I guess. I don't really know why. I don't really know where to go from here. But I'm trying real hard to be okay with myself. To find purpose and meaning in my life, because there's always positives and there's always negatives. Every single thing has a positive and a negative to it. And you just have to find a way to nurture the positive in spite of the negative. And even the negative needs to be there, you know? It's like light and dark. There can't be light without dark. And so I've come to this sort of philosophy of like just like stoicism, of like this is just how it is, and all I can do is find the good. Been thinking about that last video I posted too. I wonder if it was kind of over the top a little bit, but I don't know. I guess that was kind of the point of it. But I don't know. The thing that I want to do with this YouTube channel is to spread positivity. Now, you know, it was a different story before, but the more that I grow and the more that I change, especially now that I have this integrated part in me, everything's changed. I used to think being trans was a curse, and that was like not even that long ago, and now I am seeing the good in it, not just the bad. And it's still hard, but I want to show people that it's not impossible. I want to show people the nobility and the honor in being trans, and the beauty and the spiritual growth that it can give a person. And I'm not talking about superficial, like physical shit. Passing really does not matter when it comes to spiritual growth. And I say spiritual growth as someone who doesn't believe in God, because I do think that spiritualism is a thing that humans just are, and I think that that's because spiritualism is the process of integrating yourself with the universe, and because we live in a fucked up world that's been weaponized into making it so that people appeal to a higher authority, you know, God, and they think that finding meaning in life is finding God. But I think that that's a very twisted way to look at spirituality, and I don't want to diss anyone who is religious, but I can't not say what I think. You know, at the same time, I understand that I am not like, well, ironically, I'm not God. You know, I don't know everything. This is just what I think, and I could be wrong. You know, I'll admit that. I'm not trying to be a narcissist or whatever. But I think that with spirituality, the more productive and the more enriching, at least for me, and fulfilling way is to find spirituality in yourself. Find meaning in yourself, not in God. And what I mean by that is, Alan Watts put it this way: you are God. And I don't mean that in like a self-important way. I mean that in like you are a fragment of the universe, which means that you are the universe, which means that all the answers are already inside of you. All you have to do is go find them. Look within. Journey through life and pay attention and see what happens inside of you. See what you're made of. Because there's nothing more empowering to me than knowing that all the answers are inside. They're not outside of me. It's not something I have to appeal to. It's not something I have to listen to. It's in me. And it's in you. And each person's path is different. And that's what makes life so fucking beautiful. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to yap for a little bit. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep now, but y'all have a good night, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever. Maybe you're eating a bowl of cereal. Maybe you're trying to fall asleep yourself. Maybe you're just interested in what I have to say, I don't know. But, yeah, take care of yourself. Because you deserve it. I'm not joking. There's a lot of trans people I know who hate themselves. Who've been conditioned to think of them, to dehumanize themselves because the world dehumanizes us. Don't let it do it to you. Please, I'm begging you, do not let the world do that to you. Sometimes it seems like feeling that way, like indulging in that despair is the only way to feel things, and the only way forward. It's the only way to find a purpose in life. It's not. You are not someone's toy. You are not someone that deserves to be abused or disrespected or hurt. It's hard, but please try to love yourself. Stay golden. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.